Well, guys, the US LED, the leading economic indicators, indicates that there's a second wave of inflation coming in very soon. All right, guys, this is not going to be a joke. Now, 2021, I predicted that the one-time me will hit $5, and everyone around me was laughing at me because they are telling me that it will never be there. And we saw it now in 2023. So do you think that chicken rice will go to $5 per plate? Watch this video. I'll tell you more in detail. All right. So first of all, let's make sure that disclaimer applies as usual. I'm just giving you my forecast based on what I see from the market. Now, first of all, COVID cases is really going up, right? But fortunately, it's reducing. That's a good thing of it. But it's unprecedented that now we have 56,000 cases, all right, since the 3rd to the 9th of December. And the thing is this is not a joke because, well, if this is happening in Singapore, I'm pretty sure it's happening around the world. But you notice that it's not actually being covered. This is very interesting. And then for COVID itself, right, what did it affect us? Well, we must understand this in 2020 when COVID hit us, straight away, the global economy go into shambles and everything goes down, prices goes up. All right, and when that all happened as well, right, you can see that the US national debt is now going to $34 trillion. We are just basically 50 billions away from it. Okay, I believe that it will hit by the next few days. So what is 34 billion? Well, let's put it in this way. It was just $31 trillion on May 23rd. Okay, this year. Yes, that's 31 trillion. And now, oh my goodness, by October, it's already at 33 trillion. Think about this. That's an increase on almost like $2 trillion in the span of a few months. And this is crazy because this is going to add more debt to the citizen. But what does it really truncate from there? Basically, right now, it means that, right, things will get more and more expensive because people will not be able to pay their debts. And that's the reason why I feel that the Federal Reserve is trying to cut interest rate ASAP because they probably know that we're going for a hard landing. So what's the cause of it? Of course, it is the printing of the money. So since Donald Trump time and Joe Biden, the two of them combined, look at the amount of money being printed by the US government. All right. So if that is all right, and plus the war that's ongoing right now, it's crazy, guys. They need money. They need to win this battle because they know that if they don't put the money and they don't win the battle, all right, in Ukraine, then of course, if Russia will win, the crude oil price will go crazy and it could be a real slap in the face for them. So that's the reason why they've been asking Congress to give more money, and Congress have no way to say no because they know that the repercussion of the war if it fail. All right. So with that, I expect more printing soon. And what happened to Singapore then? Well, look at this. This is Yakun Set A, and it was at $4.80 in January 2022, right? Now it's $6.30, guys. This is insane. Another $1.50. Now we understand that because cost has increased, everything cost increased, salary increase, rental increase. I understand, but $6.30, my goodness, in my time, when it's like when a kid, this is like probably less than $2. So what is happening right now? People are really, really feeling a pinch. All right, this is a very good cake. And I know it tastes good, but now they're going to increase the price, right? Because why? No choice, because they know that things is going up. And when that happens itself, Singaporean will dine out lesser, more prudent in spending, and more important thing itself, right? Because we all know that our house is getting expensive. So all these things come together, you need to consider. If not, this will get worse and things will get really, really bad, right? So that's the reason why you can see now the call inflation. Now, of course, you can say, Cal, but the what we are seeing right now, the inflation seems to be like still okay at 5.5%, 5.3%. But take a look, guys. Let's just be serious. The money that we pay for our chai peng itself is getting crazy. Even the food like from the Malay store and stuff, right? The nasi padang and stuff is going up. So all this is actually showing big concern. And of course, I can tell you this, guys, this will go even higher next year. Why is that so? Well, because you must remember, back in 2021 itself, right, I told you guys that this one-time meal will hit $5, and back then one-time meal cost about $3, $3.50 at best. But then suddenly itself, right, we all know that the US and the global market need to print more money to salvage the situation back then. So I tell you guys that it will likely hit $5 a bowl. And of course, you can see that now it's going up. By 2023, it really has happened that now most of the one-time meal is $4.50 to $5. This is no joking matter. And of course, when this happened itself, the Americans, of course, they feel it too, right? Grocery prices are going up right now due to inflation. Everything is going up, bills is going up, electricity going up, gas prices going up, but income? Not really. So with that, right, you can see right now people are not able to eat. They can buy $100 worth of grocery, but look at the amount is really very sad. And look at it. This is the price in US right now. You can see overall, the crazy part is egg, example. It's like in 2020, during COVID period, so the start of COVID, it's $1.48, and now it's at $4.25. Now, recently, I went to my heartland area to buy eggs itself, and I was shocked when the person told me it's $4.60 for 10 plus 2. I was like, what? Right? This is crazy, guys. This is really incredible. You can see right now prices, and this is not going to stop here, guys. This will only increase next year. Why? Well, because you can see right now the global good prices is raising price again. And this is something that people are very concerned right now because the global food prices is turning up again. And this is something that we were happy for a moment. That's why the stock market went up, right? But now the thing is, it's very clear the food prices lead the US CPI is going to turn up again. So now that's the reason why Federal Reserve know that they must cut interest rate ASAP, because if they don't do that, this will get worse. But the problem is this: if they cut interest rate, the dollar will depreciate in value, which we saw. And when that happens as well, what will happen to inflation? It will go back up. So the thing is this, is like, what can they do? If they don't cut interest rates, right, then what happens is that the banks, the property market, the whole economy are going to suffer. And for the food prices now by itself is going up. So in order to save the world, they have no choice. They pull the handbrake. So what will happen? They will allow the dollar to depreciate. They will allow things to get so-called the credit to be easier to access so that people can continue to live. But what will naturally happen is that the prices will start to go higher. Yes, so which means that, right, they know that they have no chance right now. They know that this is going to be a second wave, but they have no choice. They have to do that. So when this happens, obviously when CPI data start to go back up again, this is where they get in a catch-22 position, because they know that right now they will rather have inflation than to have the whole economy collapsing. So this is whereby you can see this from the conference board, the US leading indicators. This is really important. Let's take a look right now from the original website. You can see that the LEI for the US fell again in November. This later update in December 21st. And you can see all the way, the data are all there. This is real data. And you can see right now, this is really, really bad. Now, the thing is this, the projection of GDP is getting higher, right? That's good. But the thing is this, the LEI is not following. And when it's not following, so this is not a good news, because you can see right now is that equities are the only positive contribution to the LEI in November. The remaining itself are all negative, okay? All negative. So with that, that means that we are actually still in a potential recession. Or are we actually a recession? By right itself, when you go to the minus 4% mark, we are actually going to see recession. This is from year 2000 and now. It has been very deadly accurate. So probably we are in recession. But the thing is this, the government are not showing it. They're not telling you, but you can feel it right now. And I can tell you this, by next month, by this March or April, when the Federal Reserve start to really cut interest rate itself, the dollar depreciate, I can tell you this, guys, things will get very, very scary. And the thing is this, with the commercial banks right now really tightening their credit, this is not a good sign. When the US banks start to tighten credit, you can see every time when they do that, the recession is always there, denoted by the gray area. So now we are definitely in a recession, but it's not mentioned. And the thing is this, if this is going to be a very important curve to see, this is what happened back then. This is whereby the US CPI urban consumer, this you can see right now, that this chart itself is really following. That means by 2024, we can see a potential explosive upside in terms of inflation, which will cause food prices to go skyrocket and things will go out of hand. And when that all happens, we all know the fact of the matter is that the stock market will be affected. And of course, when that all happens, you can see right now why, despite the CPI data have been brought it down from 6.9 all the way to current level now, it's not going down further. Now, Federal Reserve wants 2%. They've been saying for a long time, but they cannot bring it down. They know they can't bring it down right now, and the price is going up right now. They know that that's it. That's all they can do. So that's the reason why they have to signal rate cutting next year ASAP. That's why Goldman Sachs says this. That's why a lot of banks also revise from no cuts to, no cuts now to 2 to 3, coming, say 4 to 5 cuts. Because why? They know that the hard landing is definitely coming. So that is whereby even though the Fed Reserve 1 to 2% is not going to happen. So to me itself right now, I can tell you this, guys, in 2021, chicken rice is at $3.50 average, okay? And then now, just 2 years later, it's $4.10 on average, okay? So this is coming from, okay, the data from Singapore data. So to me itself, guys, I believe we're going to see $5 per plate by the end of 2024. And of course, when this happens, there's 2 ways to do it. Well, you can skip chicken rice altogether, or you can now make more money to buy your chicken rice, because this is something that you cannot run away. And even if you don't want chicken rice, your family members, your kids, your loved ones, they may want it too. So all these things tell us that, right, we are definitely going to see recession next year. We're going to see inflation next year. We'll see food prices going higher. If you don't do anything yourself, it's all to be blamed, and it could be all on you, guys. So like, subscribe, and share my video if you like the work I shared today. Take care and have a great day. This is Cal signing off. Take care. Bye-bye.